These birds don't just survive in the wild. They remember faces. They hold grudges. They form alliances. Some of them play games. Some of them deceive. Some of them even cooperate with other species for profit. Scientists say their intelligence rivals that of a 7-year-old human child. But intelligence isn't what makes them dangerous. It's their social intelligence. Today, we're diving into one of the strangest societies in the animal kingdom, corvid gangs. And once you understand how they work, you'll never look at crows or ravens the same way again. If you enjoy wild intelligence stories like this, subscribe. This channel explores nature beyond instincts. Crows, ravens, magpies, jays. Together, they form the corvid family. And among birds, they are in a league of their own. Corvids can solve multi-step puzzles, use tools, plan ahead. Some have been observed dropping nuts onto roads, waiting for cars to crack them open, then retrieving the food when traffic stops. Others remember human faces for years, and teach that information to their offspring. If you threaten one crow, you don't just make one enemy, you make a dynasty of enemies. But the most fascinating intelligence doesn't come from adults. It comes from the juveniles. Young corvids don't immediately settle down. Instead, they enter a strange phase of life. Scientists call it the juvenile non-breeder stage. We call it something else. Gangs. Groups of teenage crows and ravens form loose, chaotic social groups. They chase each other. They steal food. They fight. They play. But none of it is random. These gangs are training grounds. Young corvids learn who can be trusted, who cheats, who dominates, who remembers favors. Sound familiar? These birds aren't just learning survival. They're learning politics. And this is where corvid intelligence starts to look uncomfortably human. When most animals face a problem, they react. Corvids analyze. In lab experiments, crows have bent wires into hooks, solved puzzles requiring multiple steps, chosen tools they'd need later, not immediately. That last part matters. Planning for the future is something very few animals can do. But corvids do it naturally. And in the wild, this intelligence becomes even more impressive. Juveniles observe adults stealing food, then replicate the strategy later. They watch fights, learn hierarchies, and adjust their behavior accordingly. This isn't instinct. This is learning through observation. If this already surprised you, drop a like. It tells YouTube this kind of content matters. Now we reach one of the most incredible examples of animal intelligence ever recorded. Ravens and wolves. At first glance, they shouldn't interact. One is a massive apex predator. The other is a bird. But ravens have learned something important. Wolves kill more food than they can eat. Ravens can't break open large carcasses alone. So they do something incredible. They befriend wolves. Young ravens have been observed playing tug-of-war with wolf pups, pulling their tails, teasing them, building familiarity. This isn't play for fun. It's investment. When wolves make a kill later, the ravens are allowed to feed. This is not instinct. This is strategic social bonding across species. That's not animal behavior. That's networking. Corvids remember. Not just food locations. Not just faces. They remember how they were treated. Experiments show crows will attack humans who previously threatened them, ignore neutral humans, warn others about specific individuals, and they pass this information down. Entire crow communities can inherit grudges. Juvenile gangs learn these rules early. Help the group, and you're protected. Betray the group, and you're remembered forever. Intelligence in the wild doesn't always look like tools or language. Sometimes it looks like alliances, politics, reputation. Corvids don't rule through strength. They rule through memory, strategy, and social power. If you enjoyed this deep dive into animal intelligence, subscribe to the channel, because nature is far smarter and far wilder than we ever imagined.